Guys, it's your girl and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be reacting on Melbourne, Australia, the most livable city in the world, Victoria, Australia traveling guide. Honestly, this link was actually sent to me by a friend and I believe it's going to be a lively experience. If you find this video interesting, please don't forget to give it a like, subscribe and comment. So let's get right into the video.
It was named the world's most livable city throughout the 2010s. Backed by its strong infrastructure, low crime rate, relatively clean downtown, it's no wonder why. Welcome to Melbourne. As the capital city of the state of Victoria, Melbourne is a fast developing metropolis that's simple to explore on foot. It's a city that's full of fantastic live music, signature graffiti-laced alleyways, and an exceptional waterfront to tie it all together. The main way I got around was by an above-ground train, which operates on a reloadable funds travel card called a Myki. All trains outside the CBD converge on Flinders Street Station. Opened in 1854, this station stretches for more than 2 city blocks and is one of the most recognized landmarks in Melbourne. Once in the central business district, it's simple to just walk around for some shopping or hop on a free tram service that can take you around the confines of the city. Once outside the perimeter of downtown though, you must pay to ride the trams. The Melburnian skyline is pretty sweet. The South Bank Riverwalk is great to take in the sights, but food and drinks are quite expensive. I'm just not a fan of the doo-doo brown color of the Yarra River, which runs through the city and into the harbor. Melbourne's definitely got an eclectic food scene with all sorts of eateries located within its hidden alleyways, as well as street side where you can find lots of amazing local and international cuisine. Also worth noting that Melbourne is a progressive city that is passionate about global issues like climate change, women's rights, and migrant refugees. Oftentimes, there are several protests happening outside Parliament.
On here is actually a protest, and it is I actually love how coordinated they are. They are being peaceful. They are not destroying properties, and they are not shouting. They are doing it in a calm way, and in this form, they can actually communicate whatever being their reasons to government in a peaceful way, and they will be ready to listen to them.
Climate change, which set off the Australian bushfires that devastated the native koala population. Some of my favorite neighborhoods were St. Kilda, which is southeast of the CBD and is built through a bohemian lifestyle. Fitzroy and Collingwood are both northeast of the city and is popular with young professionals, backpackers, and students. It's got more street art than I've seen anywhere else, and it's almost encouraged to tag the entire suburb. It's definitely in a theme of its own, and that's what makes it stand out. There's nothing overly flashy here, and it brought me back to the college days of laid-back living. There's a ton of Victorian-era architecture, green natural space, and of course, plenty of local bars to grab a cold one and watch some Australian rules football. But why not just attend a live game instead? We went to Marvel Stadium, the famed comic book giant company, for an exhibition game. Walking in is similar to attending an NFL game back home, except that the playing field is a giant oval. It's often referred to as footy, where 2 teams of 18 players engage in a physical contest. We ended up rooting for the Dogs.
I love the energy by the 2 opponents, the way they struggle to get the ball and also giving it their best. And to the audience, the support they actually give to the player make them to do more.
The games are always high pace, high score, and even if I didn't always understand what was happening, it was fun to follow. After the game, Darth Vader rocked out some AC/DC for the fans, which was both legendary and the most Australian thing ever. At night, the city of Melbourne comes alive with vibrant lights and reflective streets. The street art also shifts with the time of the day, with melancholy lighting and even some interactive art on full display. We set off to the Dandenong Ranges, which are roughly an hour and a half drive east from the city, to do a little hiking and also get to view some native Australian wildlife. Most notably, the wild grey kangaroos and wallabies that like to hang out in the area. Seeing these animals outside of a zoo, doing their thing and hopping around was amazing. Always a good idea to watch from a distance and not approach without warning. The laughing sound of the kookaburra bird, though, was slightly terrifying. I traveled several hours north to live the farm life on a horse farm, visit sites like Organ Pipes National Park, and Hanging Rock. This was a former volcano where the magma cooled and contracted to split into large pinnacles. These pinnacles shoot straight up around the natural phenomenon, and it's a great place to discover and summit as you overlook Australia's famous wine countryside. I took another train to go even further north to the town of Bendigo, which goes by the beat of its own drum. It's the most northern large city in Victoria and is a former gold rush boomtown during the 19th century. One of the prominent landmarks is Sacred Heart Cathedral, and it's one of Australia's largest churches. Its ceiling stretches on for 24 meters, while the main spire is close to 88 meters high, an architectural marvel worthy of checking out. I wrapped up my travels in Victoria at the beginning of September, where spring was on the horizon in the southern hemisphere. After getting to the airport and walking through the gnarliest duty-free of all time, I loaded onto my plane. Any idea of where I'm headed next?
God.
See you next time.
What is this?
Melbourne win in every aspect, either in sports, culture, and coffee, and the whole city filled with vibe without being overwhelming. But remember that Melbourne is not perfect, because house rents are only affordable for the Gen Z and still wrong for other people. Thank you for watching today's video. See you in my next video. Bye.